Alright guys, today we have the 2020 Superduty. I've actually had this truck for a couple months. I've got almost right at, I think, close to 9,000 miles on it. It's been a really good truck. I'm going to try to give y'all a good review. The 10-speed is amazing. The power on this truck is it's like driving, I guess if I compared it to my 17 or one of my older Fords, this one's like driving a truck with a programmer on its stock. It just really runs. The 10-speed does a really good job on the downshifts. And the upshifts when you're towing. I mean, it's amazing how the towing, the engine braking, everything just feels a lot better on the 10-speed. So I'm gonna do a quick review, do a walk around, show you all the truck. We'll get inside, we'll show you some of the menus. This is the King Ranch Ultimate, so it does have, you know, with the chrome package, it has a little bit of the extra amenities. Anyway, I'll show you all the window sticker and we'll go from there. Alright guys, this truck does have the BDS, I think it's a 2-inch leveling kit with the Fox shocks on it. It's running 37, 12, 50, 20s for the tires. Yes, they do rub the radius arms on stock wheels. I'm running the B&W 2 and 5/16 hitch. These 2020s are a lot quieter. Standard window controls, locks, like down here by your pedals. That's your tailgate release, pedal adjustment, fog lamps, cargo lamp, illumination, and then these are the side. There's lights on your mirrors on the outsides, adjustable steering, blinkers, basics on the steering wheel. Not much change on the dash, kind of looks like it used to. They do have the trailer backup control, which y'all never use. It's a little dirty, but I drive it every day. So on the back of the console on this one, it does come with USB charging. It's got a standard USB and a USB-C, 400 watt 110 plug. There's one in the front also, and this is actually an option on these, the heated rear seats, so look for it on the window sticker if that's something you want. This one has the full sunroof and the auxiliary switches up top. Okay, so what I'm going to do to kind of show y'all how the 37s rub the arms and at what degree is, I think we can go to our off-road. Let's see if I can find it. Is there somewhere? Okay. So you can see your steering degree there. So we'll zero it out. We're basically running 0 right there. I'm going to show y'all about what degree these 37s start running. These are 37, 12, 50s, 20s. Like I said, factory radius arms with a 2-inch leveling kit. So we're at 19, 20, 24, 28, 30, and about 32, 33 is where I start to feel the rub. You can still drive through it, it's not a problem. But if you push it to like 34, you're gonna feel it pretty stiff. And that's on a right turn. and this one does have a track bar adjustment, so it should be about the same the other way. Let's back up. All right, back in drive. Okay, same thing here. 2, 20, 24, 27, 30, 33, 34, 35. About 33 to 34. It's about the same spot. So you got about 34 degrees of turning radius before you rub the arms. So if you're buying a stock truck and you want to see how much turning radius you're going to lose, that gives you a number. Put it on that screen and you'll see what the difference is. And if I'm just trying to turn it without moving, it looks like 38 is max. I'll go to the left. See what it gives me to the left. Yeah, we're right at 40 on the left. Okay. Then back to 0. All right, guys, so we're gonna do a 0 to 75 takeoff. We'll show you what the acceleration is. One of the things I wanted to say is I do have the Hypertech speedometer corrector in this truck. It actually plugs in right behind the instrument cluster. It basically just fools the speedometer right at the speedometer. And if you leave the USB cord hanging down below the dash, you can plug your laptop in and you can change the tire size whenever you want to. You know, you can set it at 55, 60, 65, and you might be 2 or 3 miles an hour off. You run it up to 80, you can get within like the 1/8 inch accuracy on it. Like I got mine probably within a 1/4 mile an hour at 80, and so it works really well. So only thing, you know, I have forescan. You can get in and you know, I remove the horn honk and some of the other things, but I think up to like a 34 you can't change anything above that. So when you get to a 37, you're going to have to go that route to correct the speedometer. Otherwise you're going to have a check engine light. You can correct the speedometer, but the check engine light's going to stay on because you can't program the transmission module to accept it. So anyway, that's where that's at. So when you're looking at my gauges, they're actually accurate. The mileage is accurate. All these things are accurate. So we'll get up to 75. We'll reset the fuel, kind of let y'all see what it does. If I'm giving you an honest difference between my 17 versus this 20, I would say the 10 speed nets you about 2 more miles to gallon. 2 is conservative, 3 on the highway. When I had this truck with stock tires, you could, you know, I could see 21, 22 on the highway at 75, which was pretty good. So, all right, let's get started and flip this around. All right, guys, the one thing nice about this 10 speed is you can click the button out here and you have the drive modes, which is nice. You can change through all the different settings, what drive mode you want it in. There's an economy, tow haul, snow and sand, and like, I don't know, there's a couple of them. So we're gonna do a 0 to 75. Let's get this thing rolling, kind of show you the acceleration on it. So we're getting out and we're going to full throttle now. The shifts are just very smooth. That's 78. Get the cruise set. Alright. We got us waiting to get on a little bit more flat ground. If you can see that, we're sitting about 18.2, about 76 miles an hour. Got a couple miles of road here. It's nice and flat. Those are 37, 12, 50, 20 Nitto Ridge grapplers. Say my town average is usually around 13.5 to 14, and my highway average usually is about 17. Kind of what you can see. noticed with the brake, I drive with the engine brake on probably most of the time. It's very settled with this 10-speed. It's not as aggressive, but it's still, the braking is as effective, but it's not drastic when you stop. So we're fixing to do a turn around here. So I'll kind of watch it. I'll hard brake it a little bit. I can see RPMs don't move as much. So again, just wanted to thank everybody for watching the review. If you don't mind, please hit that like and subscribe down the bottom right hand corner. If you've got any questions or anything you want answered, just drop it down below. You know, I think some of the main differences is there's a charging pad in here, the new sync, and then you get the B&O sound in the 20 and the 10-speed transmission. But they really refined a lot of stuff in it. I think there's a pretty good difference from my 17 to my 20. This one does have the electric over hydraulic steering. When I first got it, the steering seemed a little bit weird, and I was like, cause I also came from a half ton, but it seemed like it was walking a little bit on me. But I think that was the tire tread, because as soon as the tires kind of got broken in after I put the first couple hundred miles on it, it flattened out and it drives really good now. But first, like I said, you know, probably 100 miles, I was kind of concerned about it. I thought maybe it had an issue, and I read on the forums that a lot of people have said that they've noticed that too. But as soon as you get the miles on them, then the tires get kind of wore in, then it drives really well. So again, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next review.